Yo, yo, happy Friday. What's poppin', family? Welcome back to Jared Tries Trading. In this episode, we're going to go over the two trades that I took, why I took them, why I exited, and then we'll take a look at how I did for the week. I think you guys are going to like it. Let's take a look. Bam. This is how we did today. Man, another 100% day. $86. How many Big Macs can I possibly eat? We were in both of the trades for just about 2 hours. I may have left some money on the table, and you know what? Taking these trades so super slow, keeping my trades to a minimum, is allowing me to really kind of focus on the price action and my exits. You know, getting used to thinking through all the factors before I exit. So these exits are not going to be perfect. Well, I don't think anyone's exits are perfect, but pretty much hitting my price targets and getting out, and then trying to think about what the market's doing, what the stock's doing, what the price action is saying, to justify me getting out. So let's get into it. Let's see what we got. SPY today, bearish day. Looks like we're gonna finish on the low. Well, who knows? We got 20 minutes left in the market. But yeah, just slowly drifted down. Weak ass rallies below VWAP all day. Pretty safe for shorts as long as you had good candidates. And the first trade, well, I think I took them both at the same time. But I had CVS on alert. I put this one in like last night, and it played out. Or maybe I found this today. But I had this red trend line right here on the daily. Kind of like an upper sloping trend line, but almost horizontal as well. Could be an algo line. Who knows? Call it what you want to call it. But I was playing off the break of that level. And so let's take a look at our requirements. CVS was weak to SPY today. Peaked just below the zero. The sector XLV, weak to SPY. Looks like it's climbing a little bit, but weak nonetheless. And then change this to XLV to see if the stock is weak to its own sector, and it is. So 3 check marks. Now it's just about finding the intraday entry. And let's see. Let's try to maximize this. Ugh. So this is the CVS M5. My entry was at 1203. Right here in this candle, right here. So my thought process here was pretty much making sure SPY was gonna have another leg down. My confirmation, SPY started putting up red candles, and so did CVS. CVS went with it, right? Did we gap down? Small gap down. Weak ass rally with SPY. A lot of red candles. And then this red line here is the upper sloping trend line that we broke down below. So ideally, I was looking for the retest of this level. But the market was so heavy, we didn't even get a chance to get up that high. So at this candle right here, I was feeling like it's going to be a good add. But I wanted to, I guess, double confirm. And then on this 12 o'clock candle right here, we are confirming below the 3-8 cross right here. So I got in sometime in this candle, and I exited at 14:03, so 2 hours later, in this candle here. Why did I get out? So down here, man, I wasn't looking at P&L at all, but I have an inkling that I was up like probably $100 right here. But I wanted to make sure I'm using technicals to exit. So I hold through this pullback. SPY's also bouncing. So I got to keep that in mind. Obviously we would want it to keep stacking reds, but we kind of, SPY's holding it up right now. It's not bouncing crazier than SPY. It's just going with SPY. So I'm thinking, okay, we're still safe. And then right here, I should have thought about, we were making a lower high, and that would give me more confidence to stay in the trade. But once we cross back down here, the 3-8 cross, I was looking out for a double bottom higher low on SPY as well as the stock. And I also was considering, do I want to sit through another pullback or another bounce if we get one? And at this point, I was already 2 hours in the trade, and we're, not all the way by low a day, but we're close enough. And then I guess essentially I was just tired of looking at it. I gotta head out to the dentist soon, and I just exited. I didn't feel like sitting through another bounce, and I got out. And obviously we did end up getting another leg down. Would have been a nice winner. I mean, it would have been a nice winner here, as far as P&L wise, and then over here obviously would have been a really nice winner, probably $120 profit. So walk away analysis on this one. Yeah, I left money on the table, but again, we don't know what's going to happen. We just got to read what's happening. You know what I mean? We don't have a crystal ball. And at the time, I was looking out for that double bottom and for any potential bounce in SPY right here. So also, we weren't getting all the way to the low here on the stochastic channel. So looking at a bullish cross incoming. And this could change in real time to go straight down. But, at the time, I thought I had enough reason to get out. Also, my price target was... What was my price target? I think my price target was like 97 cents, which is like 1% of the stock. But I missed that down here. And, gaining strength on the RRS as well. So I put all that stuff together and got out. I'm not going to complain about it. I think it was a nice solid trade, a nice solid pick. And we're never going to get everything perfect on it. So happy with it. Stacking these green days, stacking these $50 wins. It's cool, That's a 10% return on that contract. And then moving on, we had Cmcsa, Cmcsa. And this one, I removed all my drawings. Damn. This one, a couple days ago, we broke this horizontal support here, gap down below it. I mean, this stock is clearly hella weak. I think it's at all-time lows. And going through the checklist, it was weak to SPY right here on the daily. XLC is weak to SPY. And then we'll change this one to XLC. Okay, apply. Stock is weak to its sector. So now we just got to find an intraday entry, right? Damn, I wish I didn't delete my lines. I kind of forgot my reasoning now. But, the D1 had multiple HA candles, which is, another signal that the trend is strong. So that was my +1 attribute. So it was a 4 out of 5 trade. And so now I'm looking for an intraday entry, and I got in at 12:02 back here. Let's open this up. 12:02 right here in this candle. I was watching it on this bounce similar to CVS. Were we going to get back to VWAP? Didn't even get a chance to get there. So on the cross back below, the 3-8 cross here, I just wanted a little more confirmation. And this candle gave it to me right here. I wish it was more volume, but hey, I took it. And I guess if I was more conservative, I would have waited to actually break this low a day here. Because right when I got in, we just consolidated and slowly drifted down. The stock is a slow mover, so the contract wasn't really moving much even in these big red candles. I mean, this is a 17-cent move, you know, and my delta was probably around 65 or something like that. So we're not taking advantage of this full move really, and then we're sitting around. So my exit was 1354, right down here. You know, we're at the bottom part of the stochastic channel. We're gaining strength, and at the time, did I leave any notes? Oh, I think I mentioned I was chatting with someone on Reddit. Shout out to Andreas. I didn't want to sit through another pullback or another bounce if we were going to have one, especially on a slow moving stock, because, you know, it has to move like twice the amount again, you know, to get back to the same value. So I used this stochastic to exit. I also wasn't comfortable with sitting through another bounce. And this price action here, you know, was kind of fishy to me. I felt like it wasn't headed, you know, to the side of breaking down. I felt like it was gonna had more chance to bounce at this point, a little extended from the 8 EMA or the 3 EMA. So I put all that stuff together, whether it's correct or not, you know, I can't tell you. I'm not a professional, but I didn't have to sit through this big ass bounce, you know, and I would have been negative on the trade. So obviously we don't exactly know what's gonna happen, but in real time, that's how I felt, and that's how I used the indicators to get me out. So took an 11% return on that one contract for a nice $33, and that's pretty much the trades that I took today. So far this week, man, things are looking good. A little boring, but hey, I think Dave said it, or Professor said it. He said this shit's supposed to be boring, and if it's not boring, you're doing too much. So this is what I got to stick with as a beginner until I could, you know, get back on track. Past 2 weeks have been shitty just because I'm doing too much, and I got to put together a green week again next week. You know, and in February it was like a green day, stack green days, and then you stack green weeks, and then it ends up being a green month. And I kind of just got away from that, got fancy, thinking that I know everything, using every, you know, all these indicators going against me. Some of them go with me, and then I just confuse myself, you know, getting fancy. So that was today, and then let's just do the week. I'm just really happy I put together a fucking green week. I'm not rich or nothing, you know, this is like minimum wage. I think I made this when I was like 18 working at Kohl's, you know what I mean? But we're not thinking about the P&L. Look at that profit factor. Look at these returns right here. All of them are almost over 10%. This is a step in the right direction, and I'm lit about that. Because, you know, the past 2 weeks I've been fucking shooting myself in the foot, not being disciplined, just getting chopped up and everything. So just taking this kind of methodical approach is really helping me make better decisions and giving me more time to kind of focus on my exits. You know what I mean? The 3-8 cross. What's the price action saying? You know what I mean? Letting candles finish before getting out. Focusing on my entry. You know, are we gonna be able to bounce back to the level and then take the short, or, you know, is the market heavy enough where we could get in before it even reaches that, you know, area of interest? All that shit, I get more chances to think about it, especially because I've been doing my homework at night, setting my alerts. I have the plan ready for the stock already. So throughout the day, you know, today I didn't even scan for nothing. I just made these 2 plays that came up on alert. And, you know, searching through hundreds of stocks doesn't give me, I don't have enough bandwidth as a beginner to make the good decisions as far as putting the intraday signals together for entries and exits. You know what I mean? So slowing it down a little bit, using these little, you know, the little checklists. Just as an example, you know, Walmart came up on alert, but the sector was strong to SPY. So I can't take it. But, you know, would that trade have worked out? Yeah, I mean, the market was heavy as shit, I think. So let's just take a look real quick, and I'll get out of here. This is Walmart. You know, we broke below upward sloping trend line. I like that, but we were strong to SPY still, even though I could have made money on this short. You know what I mean? So these are the things that we get to avoid by using this checklist. And yeah, I get a little bit of FOMO. I love this. I love this setup right here, but it just keeps me out of trouble, you know. And then I think Walmart. I forgot the sector, but Walmart was one of them. IBM was another one that I did not take. Look at this. This is a great short right here. You know, money was here to be made, but just sticking to the checklist. Look at that. We broke below this horizontal. Actually, I had an alert for this gap. And, you know, I was looking for a room all the way down to the SMA. And I didn't take it just because XOK, technology sector, is strong relative to SPY. So it kept me out. Would I made money? Probably. But without having that, you know, factor into my confidence, you know, who knows? I might have got shaken out more so than the trades that I did take. So those were, you know, a couple other tickers that came up on alert and I did not take just because these rules are so damn strict. And, you know, it sucks that I could make more money, but it also keeps me out of trouble. So hope you guys enjoy, you know, my journey in trying to execute on this shit and just trying to be disciplined. You know, shout out to Neil. He's about to try this out. And the dude on Reddit, his name's like Lil Jim Dan or something like that. Shout out to you. But this week has been nice, man. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys kept it green. How'd you guys do for the week? Have a great weekend. I'll be back on Monday for another one. See ya.